Well, tonight you need to make the most of your chances. Both of these teams are terrific on the glass.
Yeah, I'm curious if either side can get the edge of that department. They both have been so consistent when it comes to rebounding.
And that's going to be an interesting line to follow tonight, guys. You have to think that whoever gets the edge on the boards is going to be in control of the game.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Natasha Howard for three. Pass to Ionescu. Screen by Stewart. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Now Williams. Williams sets the screen. Outside Miles. That's good, and it's Nia Coffey with the assist.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Ionescu. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Coffey, covered by buckets. Basket good.
Well, we hear a lot about Coffey's excellent footwork, and that's what it takes to make those kinds of finishes. Footwork and balance.
Here's Ionescu. Screen by Stewart. Five on the clock. Pass to Phoebish. Buckets. Goes back up. And Stewart with the lay-in.
Crashes the glass with effort and intensity. Stewart loves turning boards into buckets.
Outside Miles. Now here's Coffey. The three is up. And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The floater. How about that one? Stewart's offensive game is so versatile, and that's just another way she can make defenses pay.
And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title.
Here's Phoebish. Over to the left wing. Here's Buckets. Knocks down the three ball.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Pass to McBride. For three. Connects from three-point range.
Beautifully crafted for maximum efficiency. McBride's a natural playmaker.
Now Buckets. Back to Ionescu. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
It's a pleasure to watch her work at that end of the floor.
Outside Miles. Pass to Coffey. Inside, Howard. Back to Coffey. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Liberty. And here is Jones. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Rebounded by Coffey. Minnesota trailing. Pass to Miles. McBride. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
A shooter who doesn't really need much space to be effective. McBride has a quick and accurate release.
Now here is Ionescu. 6 points for her. Here's Jones. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but it counts just the same.
And here are the Lynx now. Screen by Coffey. Pass to McBride. On the wing, Courtney Williams. That one falls.
Well, if you want to be a scoring guard like Williams, it helps tremendously when you can hit mid-range jumpers.
Jones outside. Here's Stewart. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Good on the triple.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
Outside Miles. The kick out to Williams. Another three for Minnesota.
You have to run at shooters like Williams. Can't let them catching fire. They'll eat you alive.
Now here's Buckets. Pass to Stewart. Jacks up a three. They get it back. And that one's good. Jones.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Williams sets the screen. Outside Miles. Off the mark there with the three. New York in the lead. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stewart. Back to Ionescu. From outside the arc. Good. And Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
And the basket by McBride.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Back in 2023, Brianna Stewart signing as a free agent with the Liberty. What a signing.
Oh, to me, I think this could go down as the biggest free agent signing in WNBA history. Stewie won an MVP in year one with New York, and then in year two, she brings the Liberty their first title in franchise history. It's hard to make a bigger impact than that, guys.
Now here's Coffee. The tray. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. And so it's New York with it. It's a 5-point game. Back to Stewart. To the inside. Here's Jones. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
A premier interior scorer, Jones' physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
Outside Williams. Outside Howard. Here's the three. Rebounded by Buckets. Here's New York now. They lead by 7. Ionescu left side. Pass to Stewart. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Now here's Williams. She's got 7. And she makes that one.
Everybody on the floor is hot. It's incredible stuff here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams playing downhill, but somebody's got to cool off eventually, right, Tim?
I hope not.
Here's Buckets. Pass to Ionescu. Now here's Buckets. She's guarded by Williams. Buckets. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Williams inside. Covered by Buckets. Outside Williams. Coffee outside. There's the three. Happy to see that one go in for her second make in 5 attempts.
And hey, Coffee can make this shot, especially when given room.
Buckets gets the bucket.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
Miles with it. Pass to McBride. The three. And the Lynx Another three.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
Again, the Liberty good for two.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you're waiting for her to miss when she's that open, you're going to be waiting a very long time.
Pass to Howard.
Liberty foul. John Paul Jones. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Minnesota Lynx, Natasha Howard. 2 shots. Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. And she's good on the second. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Liberty out in front. They lead by 4. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, we've seen them really get out and establish an offensive rhythm.
And they're finding ways to score, playing well and getting good offense.
Just 5 on the clock.
McCowan with the ball.
Working on Jones.
A strong shot blocker. Jones is able to stifle shooters by positioning herself skillfully.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Now here's Court Queen. Courtney Williams for 3. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Pass to McCowan.
And that one good.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Up top, Buckets. She's guarded by Williams. To the wing, right side. Picked by Jones. There's the triple. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Some players you give that shot to, and let me be clear, she is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Williams. 9 points in the game. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Here's Johannes. 7-point differential. Yep, that goes.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
You need some help as well.
And Williams gets it to go.
Such a dynamo offensively. Williams, a very streaky scorer. Once she makes a couple of baskets, watch out.
Now here's Buckets. 8 points for her. Just 5 to shoot. The second chance effort, rejected by Tierra McCowan. Now the Lynx with it. They trail by 6. Outside Williams. Pass to McCowan. It's Nia Coffey on the wing. Another three for Minnesota.
Well, this is why Coffey's on the team. Stretch the floor and knock him down.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
What an incredible run by the Lynx to the 2024 WNBA Finals.
Winning a clutch Game 5 against Connecticut in the semifinals and taking the Liberty to 5 in the finals. That deciding game went to overtime, and the Lynx were pretty much one play away from winning it all.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
Great timing, great defensive awareness. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it can alter your approach.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Minnesota. It's a three-point game. Outside Williams. Pass to Coffey. McBride. There's a screen by McCowan. And the basket by McBride. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Timeout called the Liberty.
A league loaded with shooters. Does one stand out to you as the best?
That's a hard question to answer, but I really like the lefty, Kelsey Mitchell. Just about 40% for her career on major volumes of beyond the arc.
Well, I think I'm going to have to go with Marina Mabry. You know, she takes a ton of threes, but despite the high volume, she still shoots it at a high clip.
And the Liberty with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Ionescu. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Can't get the putback. Minnesota trailing. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Coffey outside. Pass to Williams. The 3. And Jones pulls it down. Shot to end the cold run. Misses from close range. And here are the Lynx now. To the middle. Here's Coffey. Back to McCowan. That's good, and it's Nia Coffey with the assist.
Too strong. Tahara McCowan through the contact.
Now here's Buckets. She's guarded by Williams, and the shot goes in.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Pass to Court Queen. From downtown, New York with the rebound. Ionescu outside. Let's go with a 3. That one's off. She's made 5 and missed 3 now. Up top, Coffee. 8 points for her. Pass to McCowan. Now Williams. This one for 3. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's McCowan.
To the paint. Rejected by Jonquel Jones. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And you can see the mindset she has. When the game's this close, she's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And the Liberty making a change here. Coffee, defended by Stewart. 6 on the shot clock.
Now here's Miles.
Defense is right there, and that one drops for her. The Liberty trail. Now buckets. 10 points for her. 3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. That's her 6th make from the field. She's taken 9 shots and missed only 3.
What a terrific night for Sabrina Ionescu, showing off her abilities as a natural-born scorer.
Now here's McBride. She's got 14. 3-pointer. 6 for 6. She's yet to miss from the field.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a 3-point contest.
Here's Sue.
Drew a screen.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside.
McCowan with the rebound.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
And you gotta be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this one.
She's all over that shot. Had it read the whole way and gets the position she needs to make the play.
And the Liberty making a change here.
Marie Johannes.
Outside Miles.
Here's Caldwell. That 3 off the mark.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Stewart with the bucket.
The mid-range jumper, something I love to see. Stewart's game is multifaceted, and I'm really not surprised to see her knock that one down.
Now here's McBride. She's got 17. There's a screen by McCowan. And the Lynx miss again. New York leading. Ionescu outside. Pass to Sue.
Another great draft class this season. Tim, any thoughts on these rookies?
Yeah, I really like them. It's a great group. They have so much skill. But one thing I'll say, just to keep in mind for everybody, let's give them a couple of seasons before we rush to major judgments.
Well, I agree with you, Tim. And how's that for a change? But seriously, we've seen players struggle as rookies and then turn into stars. So really, it just takes time to become a great WNBA player.
And the first one falls for her.
When you talk about the history of this great league, Minnesota went on one of the most dominant runs ever.
From 2011 to 2017, the Lynx went to 6 finals in 7 seasons, capturing 3 titles. With how hard it is to win in the W, in the amount of parity we have in the league right now, I'm not sure we're going to see something like that again anytime soon.
And here's Miles.
He has 5. Pass to McBride.
On the wing, Courtney Williams.
Coffee. And here's Howard, guarded by Zhu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Courtney Williams for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got 17. Pass to Stewart. Tries it from 19. They get the rebound. Sue off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Such a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what she brings to the table.
And here's McBride. Coffee outside. Here's Williams. Miles. Buries the 20-footer. Here's Buckets. She's got 10. Pass to Stewart. 17-foot shot on the way, and that one's good. Minnesota trailing. Now here's Howard. Clock at 6. Up and in on the layup.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Right, we've got more basketball action headed your way.
The New York Liberty, 54.
Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What can you say? McBride, an impressive effort here today.
It's amazing to watch. She spoils us with her performances game in, game out. And so far, another big scoring night for her.
And oftentimes when she puts up that many points in the first half, she follows it up with an even better second half. So we'll see if that happens again here.
And here are the Lynx now. Pass to Williams. Coffee. Williams sets the screen. Outside Miles. Howard, guarded by Jones. 5 to shoot. Coffee outside. McBride. That's good, and it's Mia Coffee with the assist.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Now here's Ionescu. Pass to Phoebish. Ionescu. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, it looks like that last three definitely got Ionescu's attention. She goes to the arc with a purpose and drains the answer.
Here's Miles. On the wing, Courtney Williams.
Howard the screen. Courtney Williams for 3. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
And a key member of the 2024 Minnesota team that went to the finals, Courtney Williams.
She was top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting that season, was Minnesota's 3rd leading scorer on that playoff run, showed some serious two-way guard ability. The easy look off the pass from Howard, great awareness, leads to the bucket.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Off target from three-point range.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Coffee. Another three for Minnesota.
This is a nice third quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Here's Phoebish. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Offensive rebound. Here's Buckets. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Right outside. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. New York trailing here. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Stewart. And here's Phoebish. Now Stewart. Ionescu. Guarded by Howard. Takes the three. And Sabrina Ionescu with the three.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Coffee outside. Pass to McBride. Now Williams. Outside Miles. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Ionescu outside. Stewart. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Ionescu has it. She's got 23 for the tie. Buckets, no good.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
And Williams gets it to go.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
And the Liberty call time here.
Now Buckets. 10 points for her. Pass to Ionescu. Jones. Guarded by Howard. Shot's good by Jones.
A face-up forward/center with an ever-expanding skill set. Jones is a bright young star.
Now here's Coffee. 11 points in the game. Outside Miles. Off target from outside. Here's New York now.
Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all-WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy. And she was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Now here's Williams. She's got 21. And the basket by McBride.
You love to see that offensive mindset from McBride, and fans are rarely disappointed with her intensity.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Ionescu. Now Stewart, defended by Coffee. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Stewart. The Lynx leading. Now here's Williams. Coffee outside.
Outside Miles.
That's good, and it's Mia Coffey with the assist.
That's just fundamental basketball from Coffey. Nice job spotting the open teammate.
Pass to Buckets. Back to Ionescu. Screen by Stewart. Here's Jones. For the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
Takes great angles when crashing the glass. Jones has mastered the art of rebounding.
Now here's McBride. 22 points for her. And here's Phoebish. Down low. Buckets. To the middle. Stewart. McBride covering. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Good on the three-point shot.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Well, this season, we had the Golden State Valkyries, and it's the first expansion team since Atlanta in the late 2000s.
Yeah, and soon the WNBA will expand to Canada with the Toronto Tempo starting play next year. Plus, you got the rebirth of the Portland franchise.
Yeah, those are 2 basketball-crazed areas joining the fold. Personally, I'm really excited for the Seattle-Portland rivalry to be renewed.
Both teams changing it up here. Right outside. Miles up top, covered by Ionescu. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. She makes her 9th shot of the game, and she has missed only 4.
No fear, Williams is normally the smallest player on the floor, but she can operate down low with her toughness.
Pass to Phoebish. Here's Ionescu. Here's Stewart, guarded by Howard. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for the three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Brianna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level. Defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
No doubt, when it comes to Minnesota, Nafisa Collier is the leader of this team.
I mean, she's someone you expect to put up 20, 10, and 5 anytime she's out there. She's been a defensive player of the year. But Collier, she sets the tone for the Lynx.
Now here's Williams. She's got 23. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Yeah, she's one of the main reasons this game is tied up, and I would say she's done her part to keep them in it.
Here's Ionescu. She has 29. The three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Miles. 12 points for her. Pass to Caldwell. Miles, covered by Ionescu. Miles, no good. Here's New York now. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Now Jones. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Down there in the low post is where you want to create a lot of your offense.
Outside Williams.
Miles.
Back to Williams. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb. The Liberty Trail. Ionescu outside. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Here's Stewart. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Making it look so effortless. Once Stewart gets rolling, she's like an avalanche on offense.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Outside Williams. From deep, another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, she's found a rhythm here in the third quarter, and you can sense her confidence. Everything she puts up from long range seems to be falling.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Lynx ahead, up 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
It's the fourth quarter.
And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Pass to Buckets. Out to the wing. Clock at 2. Rebound, Kayla McBride.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
To the paint, McCowan. Great pass to set up the land.
Obviously, McCowan's 6'7" size helps her down low, but she also has a little host of ways to beat you in some nice touch.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
Now here is McCowan. For 3, Kayla McBride. Buckets with it. Looking to end her cold spell. And the bucket counts, and she is on her way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line for Liberty, number 18, one shot.
One shot.
The Lynx trailing. Right outside. Pass to Caldwell. Court Queen. Launches a 3. She can't get that one to fall.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Rebounded by Coffey. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now here is McCowan, guarded by Zhu. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Queen.
Well, you really have to hammer McCowan to stop her. Sometimes it's best to not even foul. Could lead to an extra point.
Shooting one.
obviously the 6'7" height of McCowan is what stands out about her, but when you watch Kiera play, she's got serious skill, touch, and really great intelligence on the floor.
Now here's Buckets. Pass to Ionescu. And here is Zhu. Let's go.
Caldwell pulls it in.
The Lynx leading. Coffee outside. McBride outside.
Caldwell. McCowan, guarded by Zhu.
And there's the rejection. Ionescu outside. New York, no good that time either. McBride outside. Nailed from three-point land.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Ionescu. That one falls, and a nice feed from Laney Hamilton.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Howard. Sinks the triple.
A quality passer at her position. Howard enjoys finding her teammates in their spots.
And it's New York's ball. Pass to Jones. Here's Phoebish. Defended by Coffey. Now here's Stewart. It's stolen by Howard. 3-on-3. That one goes. Count it.
Can't let Howard get a step on you in the fast break. That's just a recipe for disaster.
Pass to Jones. Stewart, the three ball.
McCowan with the rebound. Miles left side.
Coffey outside.
On the wing, Courtney Williams. Miles.
Shot clock at 3. Courtney Williams for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here is Stewart.
Pass to Phoebish.
Fires from deep. The shot will not fall. Coffey outside. Here's Williams.
Miles.
Guarded by Jones.
Outside Miles.
Drains the three-pointer.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
The Liberty trail. Pass to Stewart. Here's Ionescu. That one a little long. Now the Lynx with it.
And here's Miles.
Howard, Coffey outside. Now here is McCowan. Covered by Ionescu. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Liberty.
Where was she going with that pass? I have no clue. That's awful. That's just giving it away.
And the Liberty making a change here. Now Stewart. Pass to Johannes. Shot to stop the run. New York, no good that time either.
And here's McCowan.
Howard, defended by Stewart. On the wing, Courtney Williams. Another one falls for Minnesota.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Pass to Johannes. 6 to shoot. For 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
And honestly, she's been a little passive today, but maybe that'll get her going. For them to be successful, she needs to be a little bit more selfish.
Here's Caldwell. Now here's Williams. Inside.
McCowan.
Yes. And Courtney Williams with the assist that time.
Nice play by the ball handler and McCowan, finding an opening using the pick and roll.
Timeout called the Liberty. Williams has been such a difference maker here.
She is on fire from beyond the arc. They're giving her way too much room, and she's making them pay.
The Liberty making a switch here.
She's covered by Miles.
Ionescu, that's good.
Yeah, you know, contact can't slow Ionescu down. She sticks with her inside shot and finishes strong.
Coffee, right side. Takes the 3, makes the bucket. He's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Ionescu up top.
She's covered by Miles.
Fires it. Buckets, no good. And here are the Lynx now. They lead by 11.
Outside Miles.
And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Buckets. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Miles.
Screen by Coffee. Pass to McBride. Williams. And it's Minnesota scoring again.
With strong court vision and awareness, McBride is able to read defenses and find the open teammate.
Now here's Stewart. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Here's Miles.
Pass to Howard. Here's Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones. Screen by Stewart. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray. Here's Williams. And they're in good position here to ride it out.
They certainly are. If they play smart here, this game's over.
Now here's Coffee. Fires the 3. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
They get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever. Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yep, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
That's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And she commits the intentional foul. that puts them up 5. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Ionescu outside. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
Talk about coming up clutch. How about Ionescu sinking the huge shot?
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Olivia Miles. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And she cannot convert on the second. That one misses. Timeout called the Liberty.
Time is the big factor here. You need to get the points fast and then foul.
Yeah, Tim, and it has to be a quick foul. Every second is critical at this stage.
Yeah, they cannot waste any time if they want to come back.
Long range from the inbound. Howard with the rebound. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for your Minnesota Lynx, Olivia Miles. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up 5. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over.
Started.
Timeout for the Lynx.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for Minnesota, Olivia Miles. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game. Misses there. So we see the Lynx get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked, but it's a win nonetheless.
And I think the fans gave them an emotional boost. They really needed down the stretch. This crowd was with them all the way.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Is what makes this possible. Please drive on safe.